Alright. So, we have a room number, so it says Mad Old Lady who might know about Li Tao. Go to room 205 for now. So, this is the first floor. We gotta go to the second floor. And let's see, that's 201. And, oh, let's, we checked these out in the first game. Let's check out the bathroom in these apartments and see how they compare. Just like Shenmue 1, they are unbelievably narrow. It almost seems exactly the same. Different texture for the walls, but otherwise, like, basically the exact same room. And I guess all these apartments share it? I don't know. Maybe they have bathrooms inside their apartments and that's just like for the convenience of guests. I don't know. But here's 205.
What do you want?
Excuse me. Are you Master Li Tao?
Of course not. Can't you tell?
Do you know anything about Master Tao?
Master Tao's not here anymore. Master Tao moved away.
Do you know where he moved to?
I don't know where, but
So, you do know something then.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Huh?
You sure are dense. I'm saying, I'll tell you for the right price.
Oh, okay. I see how this is gonna work. Let's see. We'll pay. But we don't have much money, so we're just gonna give him 20.
You're no fun.
Whatever.
That's all I have.
Boy, oh boy. Master Tao's in some place called Manmo something. If you look around, you'll find a few places, so just give it a try.
Alright.
Alright, thanks, guy. That is actually a pretty crummy tip. But, oh well. So, we have to look for something called Manmo. You're gonna find out real quick that there are a lot of things called Manmo. Alright, here we are. And look right ahead. See, Manmo, China. So, this whole area, it's actually called the Wise Man's Quarter.
Wise
As
Man's
you can
Quarter.
see. But it is also referred to as Manmo. A lot of the stores are called Manmo. So, I guess, well, we'll see why. But what we're gonna do, we'll just ask around a little bit, and then we'll eventually get where we need to go. Trying to show you everything.
Excuse me.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for a shop that has Manmo as a part of its name.
There's a place called the Manmo China Shop.
Manmo China Shop.
Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to show you a lot of this game. I don't want to just rush through it. Obviously, having played it probably 6 or 7 or, gosh, I don't even know how many times, I know exactly where to go, but it's a little more interesting if we search around a little bit. Not too much, but just a little. The environments in each of these stores are unique in general. And so it's nice to check them out. I mean, look at this. Look at all the details. You can't actually pick these up, but still, I mean, it's just fantastic. Games today oftentimes don't have this level of detail. So, yeah, Shenmue. What a masterpiece. So let's talk to this guy.
Excuse me.
What is it?
Is there anybody named Li Tao here?
Li Tao?
Yes.
No, I've never heard of that name.
I was wondering if Master Li Tao is here.
Master?
Yes.
Then you should check at Manmo Temple, perhaps?
I see.
Alright, so that's the clue we were looking for. Oh, this guy's gonna be a problem. One improvement they could make in Shenmue 3 is this control. You get snagged on a lot of stuff. These are kind of like modified tank controls, and that's probably going to be the first thing to go in the sequel. Alright, so we're going to head to the Manmo Temple. It is just right over here. We'll take a little detour here. I just want to show you this. There are people here doing some sort of Tai Chi, maybe, around this tree, which I think is pretty cool. I assume they probably are only there at a certain time of day, because just like Shenmue 1, everyone's following a schedule. There's a lot more people in Shenmue 2 than there are in Shenmue 1, so you can't as easily, you know, follow them around and watch them, but there are schedules that all the people are working on, routines. And he just pointed out Scarlet Hills, which really is meaningless to us because we didn't talk to the right people. So we'll talk to this woman.
Welcome.
Where is Manmo Temple?
It's at the top of those stairs.
Thank you.
Alright, so that was why he was mentioning Scarlet Hills. The Manmo Temple is at the top of it. So here we are. And one of the things that back in the day really kind of blew my mind is that these are actual stairs, you know, they're right angles. A lot of times back then, the stairs were just kind of a flat surface at an angle. But in this game, see that little boy? He's actually taking each step one at a time. And so does Rio. And it's actually like he's not hovering above them or anything. That was amazing to me. And if I can do this right, let's see. Let's see if I can make it happen. Oh, I kind of did for a second there. You can have him, yeah, there we go. Standing on 2 steps at once, which, again, was just mind-boggling. I mean, maybe I'm simple, but that blew my mind back in the day. So that's enough gushing about the graphics of this game, of this 15-year-old game. Also notice that part of him is in shadow or in shade, and part of him isn't. So there were a few games back then on the Dreamcast that did that, but not too many. The partial shadowing. Usually if you walked into a shadow, you just instantly become darker. But in this game, it's partial, which is pretty cool. So here we are. This is the Manmo Temple. And the one thing in my research I've found that I've never been to Hong Kong, but I've looked up to see how accurate Shenmue is to the actual Hong Kong, and it's not too accurate. But one thing that is this temple actually looks pretty close, at least on the outside, to the real Manmo Temple in Hong Kong. I'll throw a little picture in the corner. And so yeah, they did a pretty good job with this.
Manmo Temple. Master Tao is here.
Alright, so let's ask around. I think that this guy's gonna tell us he's too busy, but we'll ask anyway.
Do you have a minute?
No. Talk to me later. If I get caught loafing on the job, the monk here really gets mad. I don't want to listen to his lectures.
Alright. Sorry about that.
Alright, yes. Yeah, they always just say they're busy if you ask them, so we're just gonna head right inside.
Do you happen to know Li Tao?
You are?
I come from Japan, and I'm looking for Li Tao.
From Japan. I'm sorry, but I do not know about Li Tao.
Oh.
Do you wish to meet the Master?
You know Li Tao? Here's my letter of introduction.
Introduction letter. Yao Wen Chen. I've heard the name from Li Tao.
Then?
But this letter will not be enough for you to see the Master.
What?
Do you know the 4 voodoo?
4 voodoo?
I can tell that you know the martial arts. Voodoo is necessary for those who master the art.
I don't know.
If you understand voodoo, then you will have your meeting.
4 voodoo.
Alright, so we just got a new quest. We are looking for the 4 voodoo. We're trying to determine what exactly that is. Let's check out our notebook. It says to meet the Master Tao, we must learn the 4 voodoo. And that's pronounced voodoo, even though it's spelled wood. I'm sure there's a good reason for that. But so we need to figure this out, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen now. So I am trying very hard to trigger a very specific cutscene for you. It's one of the hardest ones to trigger in the game. It's called Fang Mei's birthday. Fang Mei is a character that we will meet shortly. But there are very specific parameters that you have to meet in order for that to happen. You have to do things by a certain date, because obviously, you know, there's dates in this game. We're gonna have a cutscene right here, so I'll shut up for a second.
Oh, you were... Why were you at Manmo Temple?
I have this single wish. I've been praying every day to have my wish granted. Seems like you have one too.
I'd like to ask you something.
What?
Do you know what voodoo is?
Voodoo is what you learn on your own.
But how do I do that?
Any martial artist of true virtue knows.
Martial artist?
Why don't you ask one?
Martial artist.
Alright, that one was pretty intense, but that was good advice. We're gonna have to track down a couple martial artists, and if you recall, we've met 2 of them in the past. The guy in the park, and then the guy who has that martial arts school. So we're gonna go talk to them. But as I was saying before the cutscene, we're kind of on a time crunch here. Some of these cutscenes, there's a specific day that if you pass that, you can't trigger it anymore. So I'm going to be sort of rushing a little bit at this point. Once we have accomplished that cutscene, then I can slow down, we can look around a little bit. But until then, we're going to be kind of focused on the mission, not doing too many side trips for now, but we'll get there. Once we do that, then everything calms down a little bit. But of course, we always have time for capsule toys, and this is a special one.
It's $5.
Right down here. This is Virtual On. which was not in the first game.
Looks interesting.
And I don't think this machine is anywhere else in Hong Kong. It might be in the location we go to later in the game. I'm not sure. But it's pretty cool. Look at these. These are awesome.
I'll have some more fun.
Alright, we
I
won't buy
guess
any more
not.
because we're practically out of money. But we're gonna go to that Kung Fu guy, Tai Chi guy, I guess, in the park first.